Welcome to whatever episode this is of The Legend of Zelda. I got my fan club here with me. They love me because I feed them. And I am going to Labyrinth 7, I believe. Oops. What do I got everything. Okay, I don't need anything. I got it all. I do need some, come on. I do need to get me a wee bit of health potion. What am I gonna ramble on about? Been on a new shift at work this week. It's been interesting. Bit of a struggle getting used to the new schedule, but I'm managing. Although it looks like the person that I replaced got disqualified from his new position, and apparently the policy is to take the person who was disqualified, if it happens within a certain time frame, and just move them back to their old job and bump the new person back to their previous job, creating this wonderful chain reaction of just bumping people back to their previous position. Because, that makes sense. But oh well, if that's what happens, that's what happens. But until then, I'm going to enjoy being half asleep all the time until I get used to this shift. And I'm going to run into my enemies. I will crush you with my face. Something like that. So let's see. Last weekend, of course, the last X-Men movie came out. I'm sorry, X Person, because X-Men is quite outdated. I don't know if you realize this, but there are numerous women on the team. And yeah, that movie made like Friday to Sunday, $33 million, which is not good. And I was one of those people. I don't know, it was okay. It wasn't great. If my understanding is correctly, they not only brought back the scriptwriter from the Last Stand. Last Stand. This is the last time, Stan. Okay, The Last Stand. They also... Okay. I should see what's going on here. They not only brought him back to write this script, because he did such a good job last time, but they also had him directing, I believe. And he... well, I mean, it's obvious it's the same writer, because you have some very similar storyline beats. But it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't horrible. It feels like he really wants to tell the Phoenix story, but he doesn't think that the Phoenix itself, or I suppose herself, since Phoenix is a person, doesn't think that she is enough to keep people interested or something. It's like, I understand, like, okay, yeah, in the comic book, and I believe in the cartoon also, I can't remember the cartoon, it's been too long, but I understand that there was aliens involved, and they bring in the aliens in this movie, but it feels like, kill some of these so the frame rate doesn't keep tanking. It feels like they were just starting to flesh out a little bit of Jean Grey and the Phoenix, and then they stop developing her and start focusing on the aliens, and then they just bring it all together for a fight at the end, and it just feels like it would have been a better movie if you just focused on Jean. Or just done a two-parter and bring in the aliens in the next episode. But oh well, it was a failure, so there'll probably be no more X-Men. Well, Disney bought them, so we know that there's going to be the tip of the nose. We know that this is it for the Fox X-Men movies. What's funny is there was like a article where the execs admitted that they messed up. They were talking about Apocalypse, X-Men Apocalypse, which, again, was okay. Definitely wasn't great, but it was, I don't know, it was okay. But there's like, oh yeah, that movie failed, and we thought, oh, it must have been because there were too many explosions. So we thought we'd do like a smaller, more intimate movie, which actually just means we'll have less over-the-top action, because that's about as intimate as they got. And then people didn't like that one either, and they're just scratching their heads like, huh, that's weird. Well, guess it must be franchise fatigue. There's no possible way we're just doing something wrong. I'm glad I happened to be on my boomerang and not the bombs. Come on. Sweet. That's the entrance. Yeah, someone's backing up. Wonder if they're working on the bridge. I live near a river and it floods constantly, like a couple times a year. Sweet. Is this where I buy bombs? Ah! I thought that... Yeah, it is. Huh. Well, I don't have nearly enough. I thought that was in the 9th dungeon. Because the 9th dungeon requires a ton of bombs. Oops. I just like stabbing them. Stabby, stabby dinosaur. Eat your bomb. Almost there. Okay, I'm almost out of bombs. Yeah. Haha. Have I already been over there? Nope. Pretty sure there's a... well, that was dumb. Always check that map before you start bombing, see if you've already been to a place. I think there might be a secret money thing, yeah, near this labyrinth. And I think it might be worth 100, so I might step out and go take care of that. You fight this thing a lot in here. Yeah. Oh, that's my big thumb just kind of flimsily going over the D-pad. Alt text message from my mom. Oops. I should see what that says. Grumble. A grumble. See, he's just hungry. Alright, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna run out and, Sorry, I'm thinking like half thoughts. I'm gonna run out and try to find that money. And then come back and get the bombs. Shouldn't take too long because it looks like I can basically take a straight shot. If I'm stepping out anyways, I might hit that fairy. Punch the fairy in the face. Probably shouldn't say things like that sarcastically because it's going to be taken wrong. Oh, there's no way that he's talking about an actual fictional fairy. He must be making some kind of horrible implications. Perhaps I shouldn't record these videos when I'm tired. Alright, there's two areas where I'm pretty sure there's a burn spot. I'm a little nervous because I think one of them might be a pay for my door repairs thing, and I don't remember which one. It's a secret to everybody. Cool. Okay, so I'm pretty sure then there's one over here. Okay, that must be the one that's pay for my door. I'll check it if I... Oh, yeah. Crap. I'll check it if I remember on the way out. Because I don't want to accidentally spend too much money and not be able to afford my bombies. I think it's one of the corners. You know, actually, I think I get the red candle in here. Red candle allows you to use infinite flames on the screen without having to leave the screen. Sorry, I was laughing at the text. My mom stopped by briefly today after I got home from work. Ow! She was showing me her rental car. Her car is in the shop needing some work done. Ugh. Oh man, get in there. I'm not doing good. It was leaking oil and from a specific spot, and the frustrating thing is this has been repaired numerous times. Like the previous time, I think it took them like 4 times before they actually got it fixed. Like there were times when literally she would have to pull over on the way home because of how bad it was getting. And it finally seemed like it was fixed, and then I don't even think 4 months later, it was, blinking again. So, because the fact of how many times they've already worked on it and whatnot, they thankfully cut my mom quite the deal. And so she's got this 2019 Malibu for a rental, and beautiful car. And so I mentioned that, because Carrie asked, "Do you have your car back, or what did they give you?" And Mom said what it was. And I responded, "It's a spiffy car." And and I had taken a picture earlier because I had aluminum dust all over my arm. My mom's like, "I got to see Tony sparkle." Okay, so 3, then 6, then 4. Okay, there's one spot where I can bomb over. I know what this area looks like, so I know where I can go. We'll run down here because in this 3... Really? That's where I haven't been? That's weird. Oh, wait, okay. For some reason I was thinking I was already in the second one over. So... Haha. I'm not even going to try to bomb up, because if they allowed you to bomb up there, you'd be able to bypass the grumble guy, which would kind of like defeat the purpose of the puzzle. I know calling that a puzzle is a little, maybe a little generous, but whatever. You might be able to bomb here. I can't remember. Yep. Boo. Yeah. I know you can bomb in the eye. Oops. After I bragged about knowing exactly where to go. It's kind of like a Chevy symbol. I like the Game Informer replay of this. Oh, it wasn't here. They do mention, like, looks like there's got to be something in that. Oh, thanks. They do mention, like, there's got to be something in that eye, but the best part was, there's a spot outside, and I don't remember if I already got that money or not, but, Someone described the wall as it looks like it's begging to be bombed. And the response was, is that what you look for when you're at a bar? Someone who's begging to be bombed? Red condo. Alright, I don't know why I turn away from explosions like that. Maybe you get it from the bottom. Wait, I think I remember. Okay, I think I remember. I don't think you bomb in there. I think you warp to it. I love the slowdown. Alright, there's something I can talk about. So there's a lot of things nowadays that are pretty common to complain about in video games. Oh crap. As far as like performance. So ah, leave me alone. I think I had the. What the? No. That doesn't make sense. I already tried bombing everywhere in here. That might actually be lost. Alright, anyways, so there's a lot of discussion, people around my age, tiny bit older, talking about, you know, performance and how they looked at slowdown back on, like, these, NES games. And, you know, kind of like them, didn't really think about it as a slowdown. I personally remember more in a wow, I'm so awesome, even the game can't handle me type mentality. Get back here. Alright. Anyways, go over here and try bombing up. The first game I can remember looking at slowdown in a hey, that's not good manner, it's actually pretty stinking late. Because slowdown was never like a huge deal for me. I never really cared that much. Man, I am lost. Can't bomb down, can I? I'm missing something somewhere. Well, obviously. I used to remember this one a lot better than I do now. So like simply having a game slow down never caused me to think, oh, this game's horrible or anything like that. Like the first game I really remember the frame rate being bad enough that it truly bothered me was Fallout New Vegas. And because like other games, I don't slow down, but usually it would slow down for a moment and then it'd be back to normal. So I never cared. But New Vegas, oh my word, my copy of that game was so broken that sometimes, oh jeez, that was good. I was watching the guy below me. Oh, come on. There were times where it was like literally slowing down to like a single frame every couple seconds. And what made that even more fun was the fact that button prompts would only respawn on the single frame of animation. I hate you guys. And so, and because the game, the autosave wasn't amazing. It was, if I remember correctly, only when you entered buildings or new areas, basically. And yeah, I think it was just like when you entered areas and then manual save. Manual slave. And, so because of that, if I didn't want to lose progress, especially if I'd been exploring for a long time, okay, I'm gonna have to start exploring some of those down areas. But anyways, if I wanted to save and not lose my progress, I basically had to just sit there jamming the start button, hoping that would happen to hit it during the single frame of animation, and then I could save the game and restart it, and then it would work for a moment. I know I've already bombed this, but I don't care. And so that was the first time I remember like noticing slowdown as like an actual bad thing, an issue. The first game, I think there was probably slowdown in like Driver, especially Driver 2. That game did not perform well. But I never remember, I don't have very specific memories of, oh, this bad frame rate is ruining this game for me. But Driver 2, what that game did have that was very noticeable for me was pop-in. There was pop-in also in the previous game in Driver 1, but it was usually like buildings down the road. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. Let's see. I don't know where to go right now. I'll figure it out. But Driver 2, like, it was bigger, but it was like it was less optimized. And so, now suddenly, like, not just buildings are popping in, but, like, literally there were times where cars would pop in directly in front of you, and it was, quite frustrating. I'm gonna have to figure this out. It's already been a half hour. Oops. I looked up to see if I had bombs selected again. awesome, Tony. Oh. Oh man, I'm a bit sleepy. My word. Yep, secret in the nose. Just follow your nose, wherever it goes. Alright, pretty sure you can't kill him, but sometimes it's satisfying to try. Alright, let's go back to that other area. Try to figure out what I'm missing. Oh my. What else can I ramble on about? I needed to go up. I may have nodded off completely for a second there. No, maybe not nodded off, but kind of zoned out. Getting down to no more cats on my lap. Alright, Chevy symbol. Yep, this new shift is still getting used to it. pretty sure somewhere I'm supposed to warp over. I get to the tip of the nose, I believe, and then I warp over to that path of like 2 or 3 that I haven't reached yet. And then... yeah. And then. Didn't I try that earlier? I thought I tried that earlier. Man, I am way too tired. Alright, let's blow this whistle one more time. Maybe I'll stop falling asleep. I don't even remember who I fight in this last... oh boy. Come on. Oh my word. Kind of forgot how annoying that part is. My ability to play this game is just decreasing by the moment. Not the button I meant to hit the start button. Oh. Ooh. Haha. Alright. Now that I have the red candle, before I call it quits for this video, which has been going for 40 minutes, I will try to find that secret to everyone that I mentioned before. Sorry, big old yawn. Hey! Alright, I thought this one was one of the ones where they, yeah! They charge you for door repair. Ah, guess not. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. I shall see you guys next time.